Hello everyone. In today's Excel tip, we are going to look at how we can separate data from one cell in Excel into multiple cells. This can be done in different methods using text to columns. We have got flash fill, we've got text split function. So we'll see how each of those work and what is the benefit of using those. So in the first example, we are going to use text to columns method where we can select the data that we want the Excel to split. Then you can go to data option in the menu, click on text to columns, delimit it, next, and tell Excel how the data needs to be separated based on which character. In this example, I want to separate based on the comma. So I say okay, comma, and click on next. Select the destination where the data needs to be pasted. This is important. Select the destination and click on finish, and that's it. So the data, which is made up of different values in one cell, is now split in this example. Now in the second case, we can also use this flash fill. For flash fill, you need to type out the first row manually. So let's say I will type Apple here. Model is iPhone 11, 128 GB RAM storage. Color is black. Once you have done that, you can simply come here, select the first cell. Either you can use the option of home. Under that you have the editing. Under editing you can use flash fill, or alternatively the shortcut for the same is Ctrl E. So select the cell and press Ctrl E on the keyboard, and that's it. So Excel will understand the pattern in the cell and then split the data accordingly using this option. Now this is one more point to remember here is about case sensitivity. So for example, if you happen to type Apple in all small letters and you use Ctrl E. Let's try that again, Apple. So it will type everything in the similar manner. So it is case sensitive. So make sure you type it in the way that you are expecting the output to come. So here I need the first letter capital, same as my product list, and I press Ctrl E. So the data is filled according to that. In the next example, we have the function of text split. Now here there is the advantage of using a string as a separator. When we say using a string, what happens here, let's see. You type the function called text split, open bracket, select the text, comma. You need a column delimiter. Now what is a column delimiter? Characters that separate the text. So how is the text going to be separated? In this case, I want to put it starting an inverted comma, a comma, and another inverted comma. Then everything which is appearing here in the square brackets is optional. So I'm going to skip all of that, close the brackets, hit enter. So the text is split. But here I'm going to use this option. I'm going to use, instead of a delimiter which is a character, only one character, I'm going to use a combination which will be called as a string, because I'm going to use this more than once. So here in this formula with the comma, I'm going to put a space, because here, in my product name I have got Apple, comma, space, iPhone 11, comma, space. So the same thing I'm going to give as delimiter here, which is comma, space, combination, and click on enter. So that helps me getting rid of the space in front of the values. Now you can copy this, or you can simply click on this option and drag this down whichever way you're comfortable, and the data will be split accordingly. The same text split function can also be used for rows. So let's say we have got here address and we want it, actually it's in one line and we want it split like this. So I've used the same text split function. I'm going to type that again, is equal to text split, open brackets, I'll select the text, comma, I need to select the column delimiter, I don't need anything, so I'm going to put another comma there, and then I need to specify the row delimiter in this case, so which is again in inverted commas, I'm going to put comma and space and then close the bracket, enter. That's how I can split the data in one cell into columns or into rows. That's it. Hope you like this tip. Do use it in your day-to-day work and see how it benefits. Drop in a comment if you liked it. Thank you and have a nice day.